I get a lot of questions about practice and meditation, but the biggest question I get is how do you actually do meditation? So I have a very, very simple meditation technique for beginners, so let's check it out. Hello everyone. In this video, I want to share with you a very simple meditation instruction. So you may know there's all kinds of meditation techniques and different styles and different traditions. And there's also different reasons for doing meditation. So I'm just going to give you a very simple meditation that I teach, that I use in the Quantum School of Zen. The first step is posture. So I think what's important, again, different Zen traditions teach this in different ways. But most important, you want to have a very stable foundation. So I look at 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. So imagine it being like a tripod. You want it to be very stable. Now the way you keep your legs, especially for a beginner, I would recommend just folding your legs like I have here. Now you can do half lotus, you can do full lotus. I'm going to show you a couple of different options. Many people can even sit with the legs folded like this. But this is actually the most simple. But what you want to keep in mind is having that strong, stable foundation, this tripod. Some people will sit and their legs are up. The problem with this, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your knees and also a lot of pressure on your back. So it'll end up hurting. So you want to be able to get your knees to the floor. So again, you have this solid foundation. Now there's some things you can do to help with that. Obviously, sitting every day will help you stretch your legs out a little bit. So you're able to do that. But there's some things you can do with the cushion to help prop yourself up. One thing you can do is use 2 cushions. So you can have a cushion kind of near the edge here, and then a second cushion on top, and you notice how it's slanting down. This will help bring your legs or your knees to the floor, and also it's going to help support your back as well. Another option is to get 2 to 3 cushions, depending how tall you are, and you can straddle the cushions. So you notice in this position, I have the solid tripod, 1, 2, and 3. My back is supported. So this is a good option if you're not able to fold your legs. Now some people will alternate. So maybe cross-legged, especially if you're doing multiple sittings, like in a retreat, you can sit cross-legged. The next sitting session, you can sit straddling the cushions like this. Here's the side view of using this method. Notice my toes are hanging over the edge of the cushion. You can also sit in a chair if none of the other options work. Here's a side view of that. Some people will actually maybe put a cushion behind your back. You can put a pillow as well. And this will help you keep your back straight. You also might consider putting a cushion under your feet. This will help keep the legs perpendicular to the floor. Okay, so now we have a solid foundation, and you want to keep your back straight. Sometimes you can just push your chest out a little bit. You don't want to force it straight. It's very relaxed. You can pay attention to your shoulders. You don't want to be lifting them up. Just have them nice and relaxed. To keep our spine completely straight, you want to tuck in your chin a little bit. You will often find in most Zen tradition this hand position. It's called a mudra. So you take your left hand, put it over the right, join your thumbs together. You can rest your hands on your thigh. Your thumbs are near the navel area. Your arms are relaxed. They're not too far out. They're not tucked in. Just nice and relaxed. You will also find in many Zen traditions keeping your eyes halfway open. So what you can do is look out in front of you about 45 degrees and just pick a spot on the floor and give it a gentle focus. You don't want to stare too hard, and you don't want your eyes to blur the floor. Just keep your eyes still. It'll help you stay grounded, help you stay focused. You can keep your mouth closed. Let your tongue rest at the roof of the mouth. Which brings us to our next step, breathing. So you can breathe in through the nose, kind of let the lungs fill up, and let this lower belly expand. When you're ready, you want to breathe out, and the out breath is about twice as long as the in breath. And when you breathe out, you should feel the lower belly fall. So breathe in through your nose. Let your lower belly expand. Breathe out. Let this lower belly fall. This technique really helps balance your energy, right? Many people have a lot of energy up here, so they're thinking, cannot stop their thinking. Or maybe you have a lot of energy in your chest area. So if you have like anxiety or very strong emotions, just this natural breathing process will help your energy become balanced. So then your mind can become clear and your emotions can become clear as well. The next step we will look at is what to do with your mind, right? So again, there's many different kind of meditation techniques. It's very common in many Zen traditions that you don't use any technique, that you just sit. But I think for beginners, in my opinion, it's very important to have some tool to help you keep you anchored, to help you keep in this moment, see this moment very clearly. So when you breathe in, say to yourself, clear mind, clear mind, clear mind. That's 3 times. And then when you breathe out, very long, don't know. So breathing in, clear mind, clear mind, clear mind. Breathing out, don't know. Remember, the out breath is about twice as long. So you can use any kind of phrase or mantra. Some people will count their breaths. Some people will recite a mantra or some phrase. Really not so important. All of the techniques point to one thing, is perceiving this moment clearly just as it is in this moment. I usually recommend the clear mind meditation. First of all, it tells us how to practice. So clear mind, clear mind, clear mind just means let your mind reflect this moment. So right now, what do you see? Right now, what do you hear? Right now, what do you smell? What do you perceive in this moment? Breathing out, don't know, points to the direction of the meditation practice. So often Suzuki Roshi would call a Zen mind a beginner's mind, right? A beginner's mind is very wide, very open, clear, curious, paying attention to everything. We call it a don't know mind. So it helps us with the direction of our practice about perceiving this moment clearly as it is, and then being able to respond to situations in a clear and helpful way. So again, breathing in, clear mind, clear mind, clear mind. Breathing out twice as long, don't know. If thinking appears, it's really important not to try to get rid of it, but also not try to hold it. Just let it be like clouds passing the moon. They come and they go. So when you're doing meditation, you're doing this phrase, clear mind, don't know. If thinking appears, just perceive it as it is. It's just thinking. Then perceive your breath. Perceive the phrase. Perceive what you see. Perceive what you hear. So just let everything come and go. The sounds will come and go. Thinking will come and go. Feelings will come and go. Everything just comes and goes. You're anchored in this moment, so you're not being moved by anything outside of yourself. So just see, just listen, just smell, just perceive. If you're new to meditation, you can try this. Try for 10 minutes a day. Now, often I hear people say, well, I don't have time to do meditation. So I ask them, what time do you get up? Then they say, oh, I get up at 7. So I say, okay, get up at 6:30. So make the time. Very important to just make the time. And you can start off with 10 minutes and maybe build up to 30 minutes. So on average, when we practice meditation, we set about for 30 minutes. And what's really important is when you're done with the meditation practice, continue meditation when you go on about your day. So it's actually possible that you can use this phrase, clear mind, clear mind, clear mind, don't know, throughout the day. Naturally, when you're talking to someone, it'll drift away. But when you're driving, you can try it. And again, try not to attach to the words or the technique, but use it to be able to perceive the moment clearly. So when you're driving, you can go clear mind, clear mind, clear mind, don't know. That will help you see, that will help you hear when you're at work or when you're with friends or when you're eating. Try this meditation techniques, because ultimately meditation just means, how do I keep my mind right now in this moment? So keeping a clear mind right now in this moment. And also, how can I help? So I always say there's 2 things that you need to know about meditation. What am I doing right now in this moment? Like, what's happening in this moment? And how can I help? If you have any questions about meditation, put it down below in the comments. You can also email me at jason@jasonquinnzen.com. Just go to my website, jasonquinnzen.com, and you can contact me there.